We are following breaking news out of Plattsmouth tonight. New tonight, a paraprofessional from Bellevue Public Schools is in jail and on leave from her job. We are back now with that new alert about the flu. It may only be October, but doctors are already issuing warnings. The explosion happened about a block behind me here. As you can see tonight, police barricades remain up. We are being kept a distance from the scene. The video you just saw on Rob's story, that was shot, as he mentioned, by a man named Greg Peterson. Peterson lives 5 houses down from the blast site with his wife Stephanie. She's a doctor and is among those who rushed to help. Filth, mice, leaking gas pipes, and electrical problems. Hundreds of people living in the Yale Park apartments are out of their homes tonight. On Capitol Hill, Republicans want to confirm Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court as soon as possible. Democrats, though, they're asking, what's the rush? How would you like to catapult to 500 feet in a matter of seconds? A new attraction in New Zealand offers you the chance to do so. Take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Meteorologist Alex Alisi has been tracking Hurricane Harvey. Alex came in as a Category 4 this morning, a Category 1, but you think that could be changing fairly soon. Interstates, crews have been pretty good about keeping those clear, but on side streets, even more main roads like Maple behind me, you're running into problems, and it's because of this slush. It is coating some of these streets. Let the battle over the thermostat begin. It happens in just about every family, doesn't it? It is cooling down, but is it getting cold enough for the furnace yet?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people saying it was a little chilly this morning, but tomorrow morning, we're going to see our coldest morning since April.
Oh boy. Have you ever heard of goat yoga? It's the newest meditation trend. And yes, it really does include goats. They are waking up and they are making noise this morning. We have the window open. John and Melissa, this is truly incredible.
James Wilcox is live in Bellevue with this story.
David, take a look. You can see how intense the heat was from the fire, melting this shutter here on the front of the house, blowing out the picture window, now boarded up. And here's the corner where investigators believe it started. The fire sparked by a cigarette butt left smoldering in what was a coffee can.
This is Omaha's news leader. KETV Newswatch 7, First News, Saturday.
Good morning. It is Saturday, October 27th. I'm James Wilcox.
And I'm Chin Doan. Weather Now meteorologist Molly Bernard is here with a game day, I'd say, winning forecast.
I would think so. James, Chen.
Molly, thank you. This morning, we are learning new details about the man accused of sending more than a dozen suspicious packages to critics of President Trump.
KETV Newswatch 7.
7:34 and back in the metro, the teen accused of stabbing another teen at school earlier this month is being charged as an adult. Omaha police arrested 16-year-old Nicholas Isar Friday. He's been in the hospital since the incident back on October 9th. Police say he stabbed 15-year-old Lacey Page in the stomach and back before cutting himself. Page is still in the hospital. Her family says she is in fair condition. There's a GoFundMe to help with medical expenses. We have a link to that on the KTV Facebook page. This morning, a group is motivated to get moving.
Todd Smith Fitness Center hosting an active fundraiser for breast cancer research. KTV Newswatch 7's Naya Gonzalez is live near 76th and Cass with all the action. Naya?
Naya, thank you. State of addiction coverage now in the effort to stop some of the 6.2 million Americans who are misusing prescription drugs. That number from the Drug Enforcement Agency and the reason for National Drug Take-Back Day, which is today. You have the chance to safely drop off your unused or outdated medication at any of these Hy-Vee, Walgreens, or Family Fare stores. Also happening today, get rid of your old tires. Unwanted tires can be brought to Baxter Arena. This started just about 5 minutes ago. It goes until 2 o'clock this afternoon. This recycling drop-off. You can bring tires for cars, motorcycles, and small trucks. However, tires with rims, bike, and tractor tires, those will not be accepted.
Well, this was supposed to be a bye week for the Huskers, but a rescheduled game means the streets of Lincoln will be packed with nearly 100,000 football fans.
And that is not what one Lincoln couple anticipated when they planned their wedding 2 years ago. Sam and Mitch hoped this week would be clear for friends and family to celebrate, but the rescheduled game caused some unanticipated issues.
A bunch of our room block got booked out by the team Friday night, so we had to get more rooms at a different hotel.
The couple was able to block out rooms and parking for the wedding later today, so it all did work out. They say the reschedule is actually a little ironic because the Husker games brought them together as students in Lincoln. Cute couple too. And today's game means, of course, no bye week for the Big Red. The Huskers preparing to host Bethune-Cookman at Memorial Stadium at 11 o'clock.
This game taking the place of the September 1st Akron game that was rained out. You'll remember that too. But roads for now, remain clear.
Yeah, that green probably will be turning red as the roads get more busy. This is a live look in Nebraska Department of Transportation cameras on I-80. Cars still moving pretty smoothly. Traffic picking up a little bit, but that will continue to increase. We'll continue to monitor the roads throughout the morning here on First News. Help us cheer on the Big Red. Join the KTV Husker Pep Rally right now. Share photos and videos. Easy to do. Just tap upload in your drop-down menu on the KTV mobile app. Up next, a guide to events around town today.
Plus, on the National News Watch.
Out here where that explosion happened, you'll feel the impact of how cold it is in just minutes. A dangerous sub-zero wind chill, and that's pretty much what it's been the entire 5 hours some of these firefighters have been here. Part of the job of being a firefighter is being prepared.
These challenges are an annual challenge for us, and as I stated, we've been working for years to develop policies to maneuver around it. We do the best we can.
Because temperatures this cold
freezing out
are dangerous even for firefighters.
Try to stay warm. We try to work in shifts. I told everybody right now to get back in their truck. Right now the scene is just on hold.
The crews that have to stay and monitor the scene are required to rotate, and the gear they wear is heavy.
It can be a hindrance in the warm weather months, but it also helps in the cold weather as long as it's not wet.
And it didn't get wet during this response. The explosion, the chief says, didn't produce a fire, so they didn't have to use any water.
Obviously, when we're spraying water in these cold conditions, things freeze up. We have ice issues on the streets that can cause slips and falls. We have members that get wet.
And while the crews stayed dry, there's no doubt they still became cold. There's no way around it in these temps.
It's cold, very cold. Yeah, it's making it difficult to get the job done, but the guys were all professional and got everything done.
And I should point out, it's not just firefighters, but police and the Red Cross has been out here as well. So was this MUD crew. I actually ran into them earlier today. They are the same crew that's been out fixing all those busted water mains. They're not sure how long they'll have to remain here tonight. Reporting live near 46 and Q, James Wilcox, KETV, Newswatch 7. This sign signifies the starting point of a journey spanning 16 days and hundreds of miles, all for one very important cause. Up until last year, it had been a long time since Brian Geertz went for a run.
I hadn't ran since 1987 when I got out of the Marines, except for one 5K.
So when he told his wife he wanted to run across an entire state,
Thanks,
are you nuts? He had to have a good reason why.
I've known 4 veterans that committed suicide.
Brian decided to do something. Run to raise money and awareness, which is how we met this mother, whose son was a soldier.
We lost our son Dylan, Sergeant Dylan Naisland, on December 10th, 2012.
Dylan proudly served in both Iraq and Afghanistan, but then came depression, PTSD, and a text message.
And it said, I'm on a gravel road. I'm going to do something, but I'm going to go with a smile on my face.
At just 25 years old,
a couple hours later, the sheriff showed up at our back door. They had found him.
Dylan took his own life.
My heart gets heavy when I think about how heavy his heart was.
Now, his memory lives on. A legacy is spread through a nonprofit co-founded by his parents, Operation Engage America, which is what Brian hopes to raise money for with his run.
I'll be thinking about the people that I know and the people that I know of. That have suffered.
With each step, with the stars and stripes waving through the air, he'll try to save a life, try to stop another mother from going through what this one has.
After her son went to war to come back and lose him here at home, that's a battle that'll never end.
Well, this 10-second Twitter video is getting a lot of attention tonight, appearing to show an Omaha police officer shoving a woman to the ground in the Old Market. And tonight, OPD says there will be an internal investigation.
And we're also hearing from the man who filmed the incident. KETV News Watch 7's James Wilcox is live at police headquarters.
Rob, Julie, that investigation won't just be looking into what happened on camera, but also what led up to it. The man who recorded the video says he believes the officer was simply trying to do her job. This is the cell phone video that's prompted an internal investigation at the Omaha Police Department.
To this point, she's grabbing the cop's arm.
Brandon Dare recorded it.
There was a guy that started a bar fight, and they were trying to get him to leave, him and his girlfriend to go. but he just kept causing more problems.
The incident happening around 2 o'clock Sunday morning near 13th and Howard. Brandon filming as things escalated.
They warned her multiple times, get away, and she wouldn't leave.
He says eventually grabbing an officer, which is when the other female police officer pushed her.
It looked a lot harder than it should have been because she was pretty intoxicated as well.
Brandon tweeted the video, leading to this tweet from the Omaha Police Department, saying the chief had authorized an internal investigation into the entire incident, not just the snippet captured here. Hashtag too early to jump to conclusions.
And I think that it got to the point where she was getting out of control and affecting the cops' arrest.
Brandon does not think this is a case of excessive force and hopes his account will be taken into consideration.
All of the people thinking it's police brutality, I think that needs to go to rest. They're just doing their job.
And according to OPD, anytime an officer uses force, they are required to document it for review by senior command. The department has not released any names, and it's still unclear if that woman who was pushed was ever arrested. Live at police headquarters tonight, James Wilcox, KETV News Watch 7.